Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In this video today we're gonna be wrapping my dad's car. This is his car, it's a G37 sedan. We went with Vinyl Frog, Vampire Red. Now we already took off the front bumper. We just loosened it and then we're gonna give it a wipe down with some rubbing alcohol. This is what it looks like right now. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple panels to see how the material works, and then I'll put you guys on a time lapse and start showing you the progress on how I do each panel. These are the materials that we're gonna use. Some tape to hold everything in place, some 3F knifeless tape, razor blade, a squeegee, microfiber towel to wipe everything down, and wrapping gloves. Alright, I got done wrapping the hood and both fenders in the front. I like the materials, it's easy to work with, it stretched really good, and I really didn't have any issues with it. The one thing about this wrap is that it has really strong adhesive, so just be careful with the glue lines because they are really strong. It has a really strong adhesive on it. Now we're gonna move on to do the quarter panel and the doors. We already got some of the stuff taken off. To do this section right here, we gotta take off the door handles, and then we gotta take off the mirrors on both sides. Got the lights off in the back. Same thing with this trim piece that goes right here. Has to come off. Emblems, we're missing this one, and that's about it. That way I can wrap this whole quarter panel in one section. Shouldn't be too hard. It doesn't have any deep curves. Just this one right here, but that's nothing. So you just grab the measuring tape, measure. I usually do 3 inches over from what I actually need. So from here, measure all the way to the back, about a foot longer. That way I can wrap around it. So I'm gonna cut about 12 feet. So the measuring tape is right there, and then it is a little bit over, and then go all the way over here. It is way over from what I actually need. It's 12 feet, but what I'm gonna do is cut the big piece, then set it on the car, shift it forward so I can cut out the doors, and then move it back. Alright guys, like I said, we got the piece cut now, and I have it taped so it doesn't fall down. Now what we're gonna do is cut where the window is, where the doors are, and take that off in one piece, and then push it over so we have enough to do that side right there. And from then on we'll start wrapping. I'll put you guys on a time lapse. I have it all cut and placed where it's supposed to go before I wrap it. I got the doors out like I told you guys, and then we're gonna use that later on. Before I start wrapping this, we're gonna go grab the rubbing alcohol and give it everything a last wipe again so we can start working on the actual wrap.
Before wrapping, make sure the car is very clean. Take it to the wash a day before. Make sure it's dry before you start, and the more time you take into the prep, the better the end result will be, and the material is going to be easier to work with.
Right, I got it all placed down. I just used the gloves, so that's what I really like about this material, that I didn't really need to use a heat gun. I just mostly use the glove. I use the glove because if you use your regular hand, it has too much friction on it, so you can't really glide on it. This section right here was really easy. You just work the bubble down, get all the air out. So like I said, I really like this material. It's really easy to work with. This took me like maybe 20 minutes, and the shine is really good. So now we're just gonna make the cuts, trim it down, and then burn the edges. But yeah, it's not bad.
Now don't be scared to do your own wrap. It's actually not that hard to do. Just take it panel by panel. Go slow and work piece by piece. Lift the paper when you need to. Just don't let it wrinkle. Don't pull too much on it and just work piece by piece and you'll get it done.
We got the other door done already. I already put the little trim piece back. We're gonna work on getting that handle back. So what's left is doing this door right here and the trunk and the bumpers. So probably for today, I'm just gonna finish this door and then possibly the trunk to leave the bumpers for tomorrow. This side is done. We painted the door handles black and also the side skirt. That's how my dad wanted it. These we're gonna wrap the same color as the car. But this is so far how it's looking. Oh, and if you guys are wondering about the top is gonna be black, and that will get here tomorrow as well. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Really hasn't taken me that long. It's one day.
Now the next day there wasn't much to do, just the bumpers. I started with an inlay. If you guys don't know how to do inlays, I will post a video on how to do those. The bumps are really challenging, so take your time with them. I can't say that enough. Just take your time with it and you will be able to get it done. That's all it takes, patience and time. Make sure you leave the bumpers for last and account for a whole day of work. The front and rear bumper will probably take you a whole day to do, just those two pieces. Use the heat gun on those tricky spots where it's really indented in, where you gotta stretch it, like here in this bumper. Make sure you use the heat gun and then it'll be easier to start wrapping it. Now on the front bumper, I did half of it on the top, and then I moved on to do the right side. Then I cut it out the grill portion of it, and that allowed me some slack on the bottom to start pulling it and working the bottom part. And again, take your time with it.
So end of day 2, we're finally done with the wrap. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I will show you guys a little montage that I did. Hopefully you guys like it. Ring that bell. I'll see you guys on the next video.